Imagine waking up in the year 2050 to find that hydrogen powers nearly 1/4 of the world's energy needs. Now picture the headlines. China dominates green hydrogen while American industry falls behind. Is this just a nightmare scenario, or could it become reality because of a single line in a Senate bill? Hydrogen has long been hailed as the missing link in our clean energy future. From powering zero-emission trucks to fueling entire steel mills, hydrogen carries the promise of revolutionizing heavy industry, transportation, and even the way we heat our homes. But here's the catch. Clean hydrogen is expensive, and building the infrastructure is a massive undertaking. That's where government incentives play a crucial role. In the United States, the 45V hydrogen production tax credit became the shining beacon for investors. This tax break, created under the Inflation Reduction Act, promised to turbocharge green hydrogen projects, offering lucrative credits to those willing to bet on America's hydrogen future. Industry groups and labor unions quickly formed powerful alliances, joined by oil giants and tech innovators. Their goal? Push senators to keep these credits alive and extend the construction deadline to the end of December 2029. With tens of billions of dollars at stake, companies are ready to pour capital into American manufacturing and job creation. As the Business Council for Sustainable Energy put it, failing to act now by preserving 45V means ceding the future of hydrogen to China. Yet this golden ticket comes with strings attached. The Treasury Department rolled out strict rules on who actually qualifies for the full tax break. Only projects meeting rigorous emission standards can claim the maximum benefit. For the industry, this uncertainty is a nightmare. Suddenly, ambitious initiatives are frozen or scrapped altogether. Investors are nervous. Projects promising to cut carbon and create thousands of jobs are stuck in limbo, just when the world is racing to lead the clean energy transition. Consider this. The International Renewable Energy Agency believes hydrogen could cover as much as 24% of global energy demand by mid-century, if, and only if, countries act boldly. Meanwhile, the Hydrogen Council predicts more than 30 million new jobs could be created worldwide by 2050. But with every day of political gridlock, those opportunities risk slipping away. Not everyone is convinced hydrogen is worth the hype. Michael Liebreich, a leading industry analyst, warns, green hydrogen is eye-wateringly expensive and unlikely to be competitive in most sectors for decades. Even more concerning, some experts like Dr. Robert Howarth claim that so-called blue hydrogen, made from natural gas, could actually worsen emissions due to methane leaks. As the debate rages, the stakes are clear. If Congress eliminates or delays the 45V credit, industry groups warn that investment will flee the U.S. and flow straight to rival economies, especially China and the European Union, where hydrogen policy is already charging ahead. Let's fast forward and imagine the coming years if the 45V hydrogen tax credit debate remains unresolved. Industry insiders warn that if Congress does not act swiftly, tens of billions of dollars in planned clean hydrogen investments could leave the United States. Instead, that capital might flow to China or the European Union, where policies are clearer and incentives more generous. As Jos Delbecq from the European Investment Bank bluntly puts it, hydrogen has the potential to transform the energy system, but it requires substantial investments and policy support. If the Senate steps up and extends the credit with practical guidelines, America could spark a surge in hydrogen infrastructure, driving down costs and turbocharging innovation. The International Renewable Energy Agency predicts hydrogen could supply nearly 1/4 of the world's energy needs by the middle of this century, if, and only if, countries are bold enough to invest now. Imagine new jobs, cleaner air, and American-made technology powering the global energy transition. But there is another path. If the credit expires or the rules stay too confusing, countless projects will stay frozen or vanish entirely. Experts like Kingsmill Bond of RMI caution, hydrogen is likely to remain a niche fuel, with limited applications in specific sectors. The United States risks missing out not just on climate leadership, but on millions of future jobs and a share of a market expected to be worth trillions by the year 2050. The dream of clean hydrogen highways and decarbonized industry could move overseas, leaving American workers and innovators sidelined. So what does all this mean for you, the viewer? First, it's a powerful reminder that policy debates in Washington ripple out to shape the technologies that will define our future, our jobs, and even the air we breathe. If you work in construction, manufacturing, or energy, today's decisions around the hydrogen tax credit could affect tomorrow's career opportunities. If you care about climate change or energy security, understanding hydrogen's promise and its pitfalls helps you navigate which solutions are worth supporting or questioning. The lesson here? Don't underestimate the impact of staying informed and engaged. When you hear news about energy bills or tax credits, remember, this is about more than numbers and politics. It's about technology, jobs, and America's place in the world economy. As Dr. Robert Howarth from Cornell warns, not all hydrogen is created equal, and policy details matter hugely for real emissions reductions. In the end, will the Senate act decisively, or will hesitation hand the lead to global rivals? Right now, the answer hangs in the balance. The United States still has a chance to shape the future of hydrogen, but only if lawmakers give clear, ambitious support and avoid getting mired in red tape. Otherwise, the hydrogen revolution may well pass us by. And here's a secret the headlines rarely mention. The true game changer might not be hydrogen cars or home heating at all, but the industrial giants, steel, cement, shipping, that quietly shape our world. Crack hydrogen's code for heavy industry, and the payoff could be a transformation not seen since the dawn of the oil age. So, what do you think? Should the US go all in on hydrogen or focus its bets elsewhere? Let us know in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe and stay tuned for the next deep dive into the energy